Good morning and welcome to your one-stop shop for high vibrations.
It's your morning elevation.
I'm Kylie.
And I'm Steven.
And today I'm super stoked to talk about what we said we would probably be coming back to talk about a whole episode on whole food plant-based nutrition.
Yeah. And what is a whole food plant-based diet? It is a diet consisting of whole fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, not processed, no refined sugars, salts, or oils added into your diet. And why is it so important?
Well, it is by far the world's most sustainable and healthy diet for your body. Period. 100% so confident on this statement. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on, how we got started with this lifestyle was over 2 years ago, and we heard about it from, I started watching What the Health, and I watched that video, and halfway through, not even halfway through, I just totally made the decision to go vegan or go plant-based. So it was mainly for the health benefits at first, 100%. That was kind of what pulled me in. I had Steven then come home after work and I'm like, yeah, I'm not eating animal products anymore. You know, that's just the deal.
and I struggled with the idea of that, especially because she kind of just sprung it on me. It's like, wait, what? I thought we were eating everything that we like to eat. And it's not that we weren't eating things that tasted good, but it wasn't healthy for us. And it wasn't nourishing our spirit and our bodies. So eating a whole food plant-based diet is the most effective way to reverse all chronic diseases, especially ones like heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure.
Yeah, every single leading killer in the world can be more than likely reversed, if not completely benefited from this lifestyle. And I really dove into nutrition hardcore and started listening to all the documentaries and all the books, and How Not to Die was definitely the first thing that I kind of delved into. I would listen to it on Audible every day, going to work and going to school, and kind of just absorbed all the information and then shared it with him. So we pretty much within the first week or so immediately incorporated in a whole food plant-based lifestyle. And so I was pretty extreme at first. I was dumping like turmeric on everything, which was not tasting very good, and trying to mark off the daily dozen, which Dr. Greger goes over in his book. There's even a cool little app all about it. But just incorporating in all of the best foods possible, you know, really putting all the information that I was learning and applying it into my life so I could get personal firsthand experience with it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, within like 2 months of going on this diet, essentially, we lost like over 10-15 pounds each, not working out like consistently.
No.
We just from changing our diet, we just lost a bunch of weight. Our faces got skinnier. We were able to improve in our performance when we did work out. Exercising was just easier. I mean, I'm a runner. I've been running my whole life, running long distances, and then immediately within like a month of being on a whole food plant-based diet, I could run the same distance that would normally take me, 45 minutes to run. I could run it in 30 minutes and I wouldn't even be as tired. And that was just like a huge indicator of like how much I had to lose, especially with like all the fat that my body was holding on to, all the processed and refined foods like from animal products. Because essentially when an animal consumes food, they process the fiber and all the nutrients through their body, which you eventually get, and it's just like eating like another processed food. So
definitely, we had so many benefits. We were going to the bathroom more regularly. Like, I thought it was normal. We both thought it was normal to only go to the bathroom like once a day, once every 3 days. Guys, that's not normal. You should be going like 2 to 3 times a day, if not more. You know, we're talking about it because it's just the reality. And so many people in the world are dealing with IBS or, not going regularly. So they're suffering from that internally. And it's really kind of crazy because if you start to incorporate in fiber, high fiber diets, like our body needs it. Our body thrives off of it. And that's all you get with the whole food plant-based diet. 0 cholesterol, guys. Cholesterol clogs your arteries and makes you more prone to receiving heart disease, which is the #1 killer in the world.
Yeah. And other benefits have been more like our skin cleared up.
Definitely.
I know Kylie used to have a couple of like warts on her fingers, and then just from switching her diet, literally they just disappeared. Yeah. And acne cleared up, our skin got clearer, I think our hair got like...
Our energy increased a lot, for sure. My focus cleared up. I immediately, actually, it's kind of funny, when I made the transition into this lifestyle, I immediately then started my one of my first personal businesses, one-on-one consultations, created a whole website. Like, I was on the go since I transitioned, which is kind of beautiful to see.
Yeah, and it raises your vibration so much, because just over the past 2 years, I think we've gone from just being like, I don't know, stuck in this world where we just didn't understand everything and we weren't really involved with the ins and outs, and we were kind of just like coasting through. And I feel like as soon as we made the transition into a plant-based lifestyle, our minds started to get cleaner, they started to get clearer, we started to see things that maybe most people just ignore, because there's a lot of injustices in this world. And, you know, taking that step back and making a major change in your own life will help you kind of like clear your own mind and realize what's actually happening out there.
Right. And as I mentioned, so we first started it for health purposes, but it became so much more than that. As I said, it really cleared our minds and almost allowed us to become more open-minded to a different perspective, like actually realizing that, wow, what we grew up with or the knowledge that we had before wasn't necessarily right, and a lot of it was actually incorrect. So when we started learning more and more, we actually also opened ourselves up to the cruelty that is going on in the world to animals, all of the animals that are suffering for us to have them on our plate, which is so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary, right, especially in the world that we're living in.
Yeah, and you know, just kind of becoming vegan, all in all, it's really it's not necessarily the diet, because the diet is what we would consider, like we said, a whole food plant-based diet. That is the highest vibrational diet to get. And from the ethical standpoint, being vegan as a lifestyle is what really makes a major change in your life, because it's taking the acknowledgement and the viewpoint that animals are living beings, sentient, thinking, feeling beings that have their own lives. And when you start to see them that way, they not only become more prevalent in your life, but also they become a person. And essentially, you don't want to hurt other people or other persons who have their own identity. So why would you hurt an animal? And that's like a major thing that really just hit us hard. Just taking that realization kind of cleared things up. And, you know, now when we see animals, all we want to do is show them love, and we want to share compassion. And we find that being vegan is the easiest and most effective way to do that, because we're not contributing to the exploitation of animals because you want to use them as a product, which seems really messed up, especially when you take time to really think about it. So
especially when it's so unnecessary. And, you know, obviously we're talking to people right now who have access to the internet and who are able to log into this, scroll on social media, more than likely having grocery stores on every single corner. Even with the pandemic going on, we still have access to so much abundance of fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and whole grains and all of those things. Even during a pandemic, we have absolutely no excuse to be putting things that are not food on our plates. Yeah. So we just really wanted to mention that. And also, we're incredibly passionate about promoting a whole food plant-based lifestyle. I went ahead and created a 28-page ebook going over 10 steps to transition into a whole food plant-based lifestyle. I will put the link down in the comments or the bio below so you can check it out. It's definitely a great start. Lots of recipe ideas, resources, websites, information, nutrition, myth busters. It's all in there for you guys.
Yeah. And yeah, if any of this is interesting to you, just leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Definitely. We just want to spread high vibrations as much as possible, and through things that we're really passionate about, through things that we know that when we applied it to our lives, we increased our frequency on a daily basis. And we know if other people have this knowledge, it can do that for them too.
Right. It's been a journey.
Definitely.
I mean, definitely, if you watched our last video, you can't go from 0 to 100. And
Right.
it was a process. It wasn't like we jumped from this whole food, plant-based nutrition diet, and then we got enlightened, and then things just happened. No, it was more like it took like a couple years for us to really hit all the marks, to really start to open up to the world around us, be more receptive to the energies that surround us on a daily basis, to be more receptive of our own vibrations.
Definitely. It is an ongoing journey. We are constantly working on it, and we will constantly continue to work on it and share our experiences with you guys. And yeah, please leave your feedback or thoughts in the comments below. We're happy to get back and answer any questions, or yeah, if anything piqued your interest and you're just wanting to chat about it, just pop it down in the comments below. Like, subscribe to this channel and video, and we can't wait to continue to share more high vibrations with all of you.
Till next time, guys.
Namaste.
Namaste.